Hi everybody, it's me again, Amanda at the Crafting Studio, and we're going to work on another fabulous Halloween DIY. We're actually going to do these ghosts that are behind me. They're not anything new. You can see them on Pinterest, and actually we grew up playing with cheesecloth. I just wanted to show you again, kind of reintroduce them into the Halloween world and maybe get you guys crafting again, maybe with your kiddos, because it's a very easy, super inexpensive project. So your first thing is to kind of get a form, and I use 2 balloons. So there's another balloon inside of this, and I blew it up just so I didn't want it to pop. And that, of course, is the head of the ghost, and then I use this bucket for his body. Another option is here's another balloon, and I use this water dispenser, and I had to tape that down so that it didn't wiggle around. So we'll I'll show you how to do this really simple and easy project. If you don't have balloons, which we don't all have, you can use a basketball, or maybe you have a styrofoam ball. Try to go a little bit bigger. The ones that I've seen on Pinterest were small and tiny. I wanted some big ones, so that's why I'm sharing this DIY with you today. Okay, so we will focus on this medium guy right here. I bought cheesecloth at Walmart, and we are just gonna open this sucker up, okay? And I'm gonna do kind of a sample I'm only gonna do 2 layers for this ghost, and I'm going to kind of lay it across and see where it falls. Of course, I want a little bit to fall onto the table, and then just cut it, simple, 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 and do a second one. So we can there it lays. We want him to have some of his trailing ghost spirit, whatever that is, kind of fall onto the table. Okay, so gonna put that second one aside, and this cheesecloth that you can get at I bet you can get it at CVS. I'm not sure, but I found mine at Walmart. I think I said that. You're gonna open that up, and of course it won't open right now today. There it goes. And you can see cheesecloth is super, super thin. I think that's why it does so well on this project and gives the transparency that I was after when I made these ghosts. I wanted that transparent, really kind of ghostly look. So there we go. Next, I'm gonna get a big bowl, and again, we're gonna use 100% liquid starch. I like Stay Flow. It's been around forever. Purex knows their stuff, and in the crafting world, and just put a good amount in there, nothing too crazy. I think this is $4. So far we're in this project for 10 bucks. You can't beat it. Then I'm going to soak my cheesecloth. It does say in the instructions to give it about 5 minutes. I didn't do that. I just made sure that it was soaked thoroughly, right? Okay, bring this little guy over here. Okay, and then give it a good squeeze and a rinsing out, okay? Then we want to open this up, and this part is a little tedious. This might take you some time, but just start opening it up. If you have a lot of dripping, then you probably didn't squeeze it out enough. Okay, now what the exciting thing is, we've already cut it, so we know it's gonna fit, right? Okay, let's get that open. Okay, so my first one, I'm gonna go side to side, kind of lay it across there. There's some give in there. Now, if you see a lot of white, that means your cheesecloth is not open all the way. So go ahead and open that cheesecloth and pull it out towards the cloth. When I'm done with this, I'll usually put something out on this, maybe like this, to hold it in place so it gets that shape and it dries that shape. Okay. Pull all that extra cheesecloth. Just when you think there can't be any more cheesecloth, there's more cheesecloth. So it's important you get, oh look, see at that? It's important you get all that out. He's gonna have a long trail, this ghost is. Okay, so my second piece, remember? Go ahead and unfold it, and they make this look so easy, and then sometimes it's not. So we've been doing cheesecloth projects since I was a little girl. I have not done these ghosts in a long time, and so I did have to kind of Google some instructions. And again, it's just everything I saw were tiny ghosts. I was like, let's do some big ghosts. So you could even go bigger. Okay, and then I'm going to squeeze out any of the excess, right? Same thing, just unroll this one. Let's talk, while I'm doing this, let's talk about the part underneath, this part right here, this section part. So I knew that I couldn't just string a wire through the top and it hold it like it needed to be held. So what I did is use a piece of cardboard. And let me show you that real quick. I used a piece of cardboard, I don't know if you can see it right here, cut a circle, did a fishing line, and that just kept it from pushing through the cheesecloth. Okay, oh, see there's a little bit too much. Squeeze that out. And then when I did that, I got more down there. Okay. And so this needs to go in the opposite direction. And again, just lay it across. This took about 24 hours to dry, to really good and dry. By 12 hours it was fine. I could have used them, but I really gave it the 24 hours because those ends were a little still soft and wet. Okay. So fold out all your pieces. I'm gonna make a bunch of these and hang them in my entry underneath my my front porch, and I might put some lights in them. Haven't quite decided how I'm gonna do them, so pull all that out. If you have any plastic, come from underneath and put that right at that point, that section where the balloon and the jar meet. And then, because we really want it to have a smooth kind of flow, and then pull that out. So see how that's smooth? And then same on this side, because if not, the weight of it will just kind of fold in, and we don't want that. We want it to have that ghost appearance where it kind of pulls out a little bit. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Okay. There we go. So it is that easy. Again, after this dries, you're gonna peel it off, you're gonna shimmy it off because the glue will stick to the balloon. So shimmy it off and then just push it back out. You'll know when you're doing it what I mean. And then add your piece of cardboard with a string, pull the string through. And then on this fella, I just added 2 cardboard round circles, and I glued them with hot glue from the inside. On the outside looks fine, it just looked better from the inside. And then hang them. So the next thing I'll show you real quick are the mummy jars. And I just got these jars at Target. Don't even know what size that is. Maybe 8-inch, I'm not sure. Same thing, I cut my cheesecloth into strips. This is actually really easy. And well, actually this one was harder because it just took longer to pull that apart. And what's great about this glue is, let me just do this one, is it kind of naturally stuck to the jar, so I didn't have to do any prep work to the jar or anything like that. I mean, you could do these with your kids and line your walkway. You could even do bigger jars, but line your walkway at Halloween night with these cuties. So see how that just goes around like that? And I just kind of pull apart the cheesecloth and turn. Now I'm doing it fast for video. Just take your time and pull out that and just kind of turn. And see how it just naturally sticks. It's perfect. And this took overnight to dry. So I would continue on like these and then just hot glue your 2 googly eyes. So once you're done and those have dried, I just use a little votive in there. I like the real votives. They just put out the really pretty amber glow. So everybody, it is that simple. If you have any questions, if there's anything I left off, please leave a comment below and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more fall and Christmas coming up, and follow me on Instagram at Amanda Barkley Floral, Facebook Amanda Barkley Freelance Florist. Until then, happy Halloween.